everyone, welcome to the OklaRoots YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing a super fun embroidery box. The lovely folks over at KimberBell reached out to me and they asked if they could send me one of their Bella boxes, and I would never turn down a box full of embroidery goodies. So of course I said yes. So they sent this over, and so what we're gonna do today is we are going to unbox this pretty hefty box, see what all the goodies are inside. I know that it's like all the material you need for a bunch of projects that they have in there. So I'm gonna unbox it, and then we're gonna figure out which project we want to do, and we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna do it today. We'll see. As long as they're not like really, because I know some of KimberBell's projects are so amazing and like so over the top. I'm talking like lights and quilting and pillows. It's amazing. So something that we can do today, we will for sure do. But if there are any other KimberBell designs out there that you'd like to see on the channel, let me know down in the comment section and I will talk to them and we will see what we can do. Okay, so first I just want to say thank you so much to KimberBell for sending this over. I love goodies so much. I especially love embroidery goodies. I mean embroidery is like the fun part of sewing, right? Like sewing is amazing. We love quilting, we love bag making, some of you love clothing making. I don't love clothing making. But embroidery, that's like the spoiled part. Like when we spoil ourselves, right? When it's like, oh, I'm just gonna go pop into I'm gonna pop in my craft room on a nice like kind of chilly day, and I'm just gonna have a cup of tea and embroider something real fun. This is like the fun part. So I'm so excited to open this and try something out in the box. So if you're new to the OklaRoots YouTube channel, please consider clicking subscribe down below. If at any point you like this video, please give it a like. Any questions, any suggestions for future KimberBell videos or anything like that, leave them down in the comment section down below. If timestamps are useful, I will have them down in the description. They will also be running right along the bottom of this video right here. If you're interested in the Bella box, I will of course have a link for it down in the description of this video. They come out with a Bella box twice a year. So 2 times a year, the Bella box is available for purchase. It is $99. This box that they sent me is the Live Creatively box. So this is like for all of us who love creative crafting. I'm very excited to see what's inside. All right, guys, let's dive into the box. Okay, so this is how this beautiful box is going to arrive. It's just really fun orange box. It's super shiny, super nice. Let's open her up. Ooh, look at that. All right, so this is the Live Creatively machine embroidery box. And on the back here, you get a little preview of everything that's in there. And then we're gonna figure out what we do with it. So that's the first sheet. Ooh, next is a little flyer for KimberBell events, like online events. This is so cool. So they have 1-day machine embroidery events and 2-day machine embroidery events. I want to attend one of these. These look amazing. They have a little event for sewing with my nomies. Who else is going to sewing with my nomies with me? That is hilarious. I love this. The spooky soiree. I cannot pronounce these things. That is so cool. Okay, well this is past. This is July 15th, so that is past. Okay, so this little booklet here is going to run through everything that's inside the box, like the projects. So this one has some adorable bookmarks, and I really like these bookmarks. Maybe we'll do that. This is what I'm super excited about. This is a little dream plan do folio. I don't think we're gonna do that today, but if you guys want us to do that on the channel, like go through a full tutorial for this folio, let me know down in the comment section. We'll just dedicate a full video to just that. Because this is more involved, but it does look really, really cute. Oh, look at that. There's like a smoothie recipe in there. That's hilarious. And then they have a bunch of different stabilizers. This create sign is so cute. Oh, I love that. I want to put that in my little craft room. Tea towels. The maker's going to make tote. Now, I think this might be what we end up making today. Because it looks fairly simple, but also really cute. I can never pass up a tote bag. I love tote bags. I use them constantly. Oh, this beautiful Make It Beautiful pillow. Oh my goodness. So I'm wondering how much of the stuff we're gonna need to make these are in the box. Like I'm wondering how many of the things we're going to need, we're gonna have to buy separately. So we'll see, right? So I'm very excited about that. Okay, so that's the little pamphlet. We did that. All right, so here is the Dream Plan Do folio. So let's just look at what it is. Oh my goodness, you just open this up. Oh, so it's got most of the stuff, like, I mean, this is all cut out. That's fantastic. Look at this. Look how organized this is. And then it's got this little thing in the back, and it's got your Velcro. That is so organized. I love that. Oh, that makes it so much easier than like digging around in the box trying to figure out where's the look. I don't even have to sew these on. Okay, this is totally different now. I did not know that we didn't have to like sew the, you know, elastic on ourselves. So pretty much we just get to do the fun part. We just get to embroidery. So yeah, let me know if you guys want us to do this. We can do that. That'd be really fun. Oh my gosh, look how cute all these goodies are in here. This is so exciting. Okay, the KimberBell Bella box. What's in here? Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness it's a flash drive. I was a little worried it was gonna be a disc because I actually don't have any disc drives on any of my machines. I think I have an external disc drive somewhere, but I would have to go kind of dig around for it. So this makes it so much easier. Since it's already on this flash drive, I can just plug it into my embroidery machine. I don't even have to go to my computer. I love that. Perfect, perfect. So this has all of the projects for this kit. Oh my goodness, look at all the stuff in here. This is overwhelming. Holy guacamole. Look at this. What is all these goodies in here? Oh my gosh, get out of here, tape. I want to see what's in the box. I just want to see what's in the box. All right, let's open her up. Okay, so we have some really nice washi tape. Look at this zipper. Okay, I've seen some of you guys working with these zippers. I haven't before, but I am so excited. Look at that. Look at that beautiful color and that little zipper pull. It's beautiful. And we've got some magnets and safety pins, some ribbon. They're the cutest little tiny buttons. Look at these tiny little buttons. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? These little tiny jars, these are all going to be stolen by my kids. My kids love like little tiny jars. Oh my gosh, look at these. I don't know what these are for. And then we've got two pens. If you have, oh my goodness, if you have like a younger person in your life who's just getting into crafting, who is kind of getting into sewing and embroidery, I think that this would be an amazing birthday or holiday gift box. Like this would be a huge present for a younger crafter. I mean, any crafter, honestly. You can see how I am squealing like a little piggy over here. I am so excited about this stuff. But embroidery can be a little bit easier for people who are starting into sewing because it doesn't require as much work. You know, you don't have to worry about holding everything perfectly still with your hands and like getting your stiletto right there to make sure nothing moves. Embroidery is fun because you can kind of just like set it and forget it. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of get it all set up in the embroidery machine and then just push the button and then just watch the magic happen. So if you had somebody in your life, any age, who was just getting into sewing, just getting into embroidery, oh my word. This box and then like their first single needle embroidery machine, a more cost-effective single needle embroidery machine, what an amazing Christmas gift. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I know. I'm tangenting. But this is so fun. Okay, what's this? This is embellishment materials. Look at it. Just shiny and glittery and pretty. Wow, 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 wow. So we have these nice little cuts. We have some felt. We have, looks like vinyls. We've got some batting. Oh, some clear vinyl. Next, a charm pack. So when I started quilting, this is what I bought all the time. I didn't have a whole lot of money to buy a lot of fabric, and fat quarter bundles could be expensive. So I would find a new line from a fabric designer that I just was obsessed with. I mean, Tula Pink, Bonnie Christine. We have so many amazing artists out there. But I couldn't always afford the fat quarter bundles. So I would buy their charm packs just so I had like a taste of their artwork, right? Just so I had something from that line. And I actually got very creative with using charm packs. So this is amazing. This is just a beautiful, it's a bunch of solids, some polka dots. I'm excited to play with this. I like that. I like it a lot. Okay, so then we have the clear blue tiles. I'm not exactly sure how to use these, but it does say, you know, look at page 18 in your book. It will explain it, so we will read through that. Oh, what is this? It's just a really pretty journal. Make it happen. It's just one of those like little dotted grids. Oh my gosh, guys, this is beautiful. This is also going to be stolen somebody in my life is going to find this and take it. I'm gonna have to hide it, but it has this really nice metallic look to it. Oh, this is gorgeous. Guys, this is a really good box. I am pretty blown away. I'm blown away right now. What is this? So this is tape, I believe. Yeah, so this is just really good tape for embroidery, which means it should not pull your fabric and it should not get gummy under the needle, I'm assuming. So easy to tear from fabric and stitching, perfect, perfect, perfect. A lot of times when we're using tapes and we stitch over it, some tapes, they don't come out, and that's a nightmare. What is this? What is this? Is this a tape dispenser? No. What? What? I gotta open this. We got a tape dispenser? I'm sorry. Have you guys seen my embroidery videos? I don't have tape dispensers. I just rip them off and put it on, right? This is exciting. Look at this. This is so cute. I'm gonna put the tape in it. All right, so we're just gonna pop this out of here. We have like an embroidery tape dispenser. You guys, that's exciting. That's fun. Having a special, you know, like we have our special scissors that are just for embroidery, not for bag making. We have our special things, our special tools. This is our special tape dispenser that's just for embroidery. Just gonna plop this in there and then bam. How adorable is that? Oh my gosh, I love this. So, so cute. All right, choose inspiration. This is the Live Creatively Bella Box exclusive stickers. No way. Look at how cute these are. Oh my gosh. And I think they're like clear. So you can put them on your machine and stuff. Yes. Oh, these are so cute. Okay, next. The Bella Box cut list. Okay, so this is going to provide you with all of the cuts for the material to make the project. So that's fantastic. Don't lose that. Ooh, we got some tea towels. Ombre tea towels. So these are just adorable tea towels that we can embroider on. These are beautiful colors. This is great for summer and fall. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. There's like a picture on the back and it says, sometimes I open my mouth and my mother comes out. I cannot relate to that more, Mom. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, quilted pillow blank. What do you mean quilted pillow blank? Is this like a pillowcase? Should be a pillowcase, right? Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, it is. That's a nice one. Oh my goodness. What do we do? Oh, so it's like already quilted for us? And then we can embroider on it and then sew it together? Oh, and it's already got a zipper installed. It's already got a zipper installed. We don't have to, what? What the? It's got a zipper already installed. You don't even have to install the zipper. You can just embroider on this and then sew it shut around the edges. And there's no raw edges. It's all serged, you know, it's got serging on the sides. What? This is some voodoo. What is this? Okay, last couple things. Embroidery felt in color Embroidery felt in color buttermilk. That is beautiful. Oh my goodness, you guys. This pin is so cute. I love sewing and craft related pins. I don't wear pins. I need to have like a backpack. That's what I need. I need like my backpack. That's my retreat backpack or my sewing backpack. And I just cover it in all my pins because this, look at this pin. This pin is beautiful. Look how shiny it is. Oh, that's so pretty. I love this. Okay, so we have emptied the box. Holy guacamole. I gotta be honest. I was not expecting that. I really wasn't. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be bad or anything. I have a lot of subscription boxes, and so I have a certain level of expectation. And it's like right here, and this box is like right here. So for $99, I definitely think you are 100% getting your money's worth and more. I mean, definitely. This is so much stuff. Besides all of the adorable goodies you get, and then also all of the embroidery files you get and the patterns you get, the fact that they made it so they're not just giving you the stuff and then you have to do all the work, right? So like this pillowcase, they're not just giving you the fabric and the batting and then it's like, okay, and the zipper, you know, and it's like, okay, go ahead and like quilt it and then install a zipper and then you can embroider. Like they're not doing that. They're giving it to you mostly done. So the only work you have to do is the fun part. That is wild to me. Same thing with this portfolio. I was 100% expecting I was gonna have to get the elastic. I was gonna have to sew the elastic down. I was gonna have to do all the detailed work. Like, I would probably have to cut this felt as well and figure out how to, you know, get the edges all nice and clean. I did not expect that I would just have it. I mean, they even have like the edges sewn on the side so that it folds nicely. Like, I only have to do the fun part. I love that. So, KimberBell, you guys, thank you seriously so much for sending me this Bella box. This is amazing. So, now I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. Okay, let me see what I have here. And what I might actually do the pillow, because the pillow looks like it's going to require almost no work, only fun work. Okay, so let me look at what we have to do for the pillow real quick. Okay, well, since I got so excited about the pillow, let's go ahead and do the pillow. So we're going to use the Make It Beautiful embroidery design. It looks like there's quite a few colors, so we're going to be doing some thread changes. I will be using my Brother PE800, which is a fantastic entry-level embroidery machine. It is more cost-effective than, you know, some of the bigger multi-needle ones, but it has a big enough hoop where you can do a lot of these designs. I believe my hoop will be okay. Let's see. Okay, let's just see. All right, so I've read through the instructions, and the first thing we want to do is give this a good press. So first, let's figure out which side we want. Where do we want our design to go? So here's the zipper up top. I don't really have a preference for which way it opens, but do I want my zipper to be on the top of the pillow, or do I want it to be on the bottom of the pillow? I think that's kind of the question here. So let's flip this so that it's wrong side up, and let's just give it a good press, flatten it out real nice on the back. Oh, that is so cozy. All right, I'm actually gonna try to follow the instructions. So I'm going to place this just like they said. So I'm ironing the back of this, and it says to place your unit so that when the zipper is closed, it's all the way to the left. So that's what we're doing. Okay, and then it says to measure 6 inches down from the zipper teeth and draw a horizontal line. I'm using an air erasing marker here. You could also use a water soluble pen or a heat erasing pen. Don't use a Sharpie or any sort of pen that will bleed through to the front. That's not going to be your friend. All right, so I have my horizontal line marked. Now we're going to measure 6 inches from the left side and draw a vertical line all the way down. Let's do it. Here we go. Okay, so then it says to flip this over so it's right side up, but keeping the zipper pull on the left. Okay. And it says fold the left section of the pillow, right sides together, and then just make sure you're folding right on that marked line, and then press that with your iron. And then it says to flip the pillow cover over on the horizontal line. So there we go, we can see that, okay. And then press along that line as well. Alrighty, so keep this pressed like this for just a moment. Okay, so in the photo, it looks like they're using a 6x10 hoop, but I'm gonna use my 5x7 because I think it's gonna be okay. I looked it up on my computer. It looks like it should fit in this hoop. Only one way to find out. I don't have the glossy paper, sticky paper that they're using, so I'm just gonna use some regular tearaway stabilizer. But in the pattern, they do suggest you use this glossy tearaway stabilizer that has a stickiness to it, which holds it in place really nicely. I do need to get some, but I don't have it right now. So we're gonna just work with what we got. All right, so I'm just going to hoop this real quick. Okay, so now we gotta get the embroidery machine out. So let's go ahead and add in our flash drive and see what we have on here. So I'm gonna go to my flash drive, and I am going to the embroidery files, and I want PES files. And I am doing the Make Life Beautiful. And the first one we want to do is placement. So we're going to pick that and set it. So I'm going to use this green thread just so it's a little bit easier for me to see my placement stitches. Okay, so I've got it threaded. I've got my hoop installed. So now I'm just going to run these placement stitches. All right, let's take it out of the machine. So I'm going to trim down this thread that was a little long and got caught in all those stitches. Okay, so now when we're looking at our folded pillow, remember we have these fold on the top and the fold on the side. This fold on the top, which is just like a single fold, that is folded edge A. And this fold over here on the side, which is like a double fold, because we have two folds, that's folded edge B. So what we want to do is we want to line up folded edge A with the bottom quadrant here. So both of these edges, folded edge A will go up on this line right here, and folded edge B will go on the line going down, just like that. Now, since I don't have sticky stuff, I'm actually going to use some 505 spray. I'm just going to spray my stabilizer with the 505 spray, and that should help my pillowcase stick to it. When you're doing this, don't spray it close to your embroidery machine. Go take this somewhere else and give it a good spray and then bring it back. Okay, so I've got it sprayed. And now I'm just going to line up my folded edge B and A on that bottom right quadrant. There we go. And then we're going to slowly unfold it and just stick it to the stabilizer as we're going. If you have their sticky stabilizer, this is probably going to be a little bit easier. But since I don't, I'm just going to do that. There we go. Okay, so this is where the design is going to go then. And it looks like it's going to be on the bottom left, and our zipper will be on the bottom. Okay, so that makes more sense now. Our zipper will be on the bottom, and this should be nice and straight, hopefully. Okay, so just taking the hoop and flipping it over and making sure this all lines up. So if I were to grab my ruler and extend these stitches all the way up, they should line up with the marks I have on my fabric. So let's just make sure of that. That looks pretty good to me. See my mark over here, here. I think that's lined up pretty well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and insert this back into my machine very, very carefully, since I am depending on that 505 glue to hold it all together. So as you can see, I have my pillow in the machine. We'll look at that in just a moment. For the flower and the leaves, we're gonna do some fun applique, but it's kind of like a rough applique. So you could actually use vinyl or felt here if you don't wanna worry about raw edges at all. I think that would be adorable, actually. I kinda wanna use felt. Should I use felt? No, I will use the quilt cotton. We're gonna go over that. So the pattern suggests you use a sticky fusible web. Shocking, I don't have that. So what I'm gonna use instead is some heat and bond. That's what I'm gonna use. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to attach some heat and bond to the pieces of material that I wanna use for the flower and the leaves. So I think for the flower, ooh, these are pretty. I think for the flower, I'm actually gonna use this pretty pink striped. And then for the leaves, I actually think I'm gonna use this gold for the leaves. I know that's kind of weird, right? I'm gonna use this gold for the leaves with green thread. Ooh, maybe gold polka dot. Yeah, why not? Let's use that. So that will be my flower and its leaves. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna attach this to the fabric, and then we're gonna stitch it on, cut it, and then at the end we'll press it. Okay, so I am kind of hacking this together. Let's just see if it'll work. So I'm going to cut my heat and bond so that it is as big as my charm square here. I'm gonna do this for both of them. It actually can be smaller than your charm square because I think we're gonna use less than a charm square for this. So if you don't want any sticky edges on the side, you can cut it smaller. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my pressing mat, and my heat and bond has like a rough sandpaper feel. That's the glue side, and then I have a paper side. I want the paper side to be up, and I'm going to do the rough side to the wrong side of the fabric. So we're not adding any glue to the right side. I'm gonna do it just like that. And then I'm gonna grab my iron, and I'm just gonna iron over this. You only have to hold it down for a couple seconds. You're not like really sealing it. You're just making sure it melts to that fabric. We'll give it a really good press when we're all done with the pillow. All right, so that should be attached to your fabric. I'm gonna do this for the other piece as well, just the gluey side to the wrong side of my fabric. And it doesn't take more than just a couple seconds to fuse this on. Okay, there we go. So these look like they are ready to become flowers and leaves. Let's see how this works. Okay, so as you can see, my pillow is smushed in here. It is nice and cozy in here. It's a big pillow, but it works. I mean, it looks good. And so I have my design loaded. Now, it is just big enough for my 5x7 hoop. I will see how this goes. We might have a needle break situation. I'm hoping not, because it does say it fits. It's not saying it doesn't fit. It says it fits. It says you can't use a 4x4 hoop, but you can use this one. So let's give it a shot. So the first step is going to do placement for our leaves. So I'm just going to be using this dark green thread for that, as well as for the other steps for the leaves. So let's just run it and see what happens. All right, there we go. I mean, it worked. It's good. So now we're going to we can cut our little leaf fabric so that they're big enough to cover each one of these, or we can just leave it so that it just covers both of them and then trim it down. I think that's going to be up to you, but before we do that, we want to remove the paper. So let's remove the paper off the back of our fabric, and then just insert this so that it completely covers your leaves. There we go. And now the next step is going to tack down our leaves. So I actually think I need to use some tape here because I don't have this stuck to the material in any way. So I'm going to grab some of this super awesome tape that they sent in the box. And I'm just going to tape down those corners. That way I don't have to feel like I have to hold it down with my hand. This should hold it for me. Okay, great. So now let's take this out of the machine and trim up this fabric. Okay, so be gentle as you're taking this in and out of the machine. It's all stitched down now, but you still, you know, we gotta be careful. So let's remove our tape. This tape is great, actually. It doesn't feel very sticky when you mess with it, but it actually sticks to the material really well. I'm pretty surprised by that. Okay, so now we're gonna just gently cut our material so it's just outside of those stitches. And you see, we're not going to have a satin stitch that's going to cover up these raw edges. So you want to get this a clean cut, and that's also why we really want to use that heat and bond. So that way when we're done, we can press this all down and we don't have to worry about those raw edges fraying at any point. It's also, I would also suggest if you wanted to use felt here, because felt doesn't fray. That's also a great option if you just were worried about the quilt cotton and those edges. So I'm trying to be very careful here to make sure I don't accidentally cut the pillow case, because since that is a thinner material, I don't want to forget that it's there. Okay, once I have it mostly cut, then I can go around and just kind of clean up the edges a little bit. Just always being careful, moving it all around. All right, so I think that actually looks really good. So now I'm gonna put this back in the machine. The pattern does suggest you press this with an iron now. My iron is a little big. If I had my smaller iron, I would do that. But I'm just going to put this back in the machine and I'll press it all when I'm done. Okay, so this next step is going to stitch out all the details on the leaves. So just make sure everything is out of the way, nothing's folded underneath. I'm going to use the dark green for that. So the next step is going to provide placement for the flower. For that, I'm going to switch out my thread color to this beautiful magenta. I'm also going to clean up some of these jump stitches over here. Okay, so now we're going to stitch down the placement for the flower. So now I'm going to grab my charm square for the flower, and I'm going to remove that paper backing. And then with that shiny side down and the fabric right side up, I'm going to cover my flower completely. I'm going to grab that handy dandy tape, and I'm just going to tape this fabric down. Okay, this next step is going to tack down the fabric for the flower. Okay, now let's remove this from the machine and trim up around those edges. So once again, grab those applique scissors. You can remove the tape and just carefully trim around the stitches for that flower. And I don't even think it has to be that smooth. I know a lot of times when we're trimming this, we want it to be a perfect, smooth, not raggedy edge. But I think with how this is designed, having a little bit of a rough edge, I think that'll look really cute. Now, I don't think that this applique is supposed to look perfect. I think it's supposed to look more natural, which I do appreciate. All right, so I actually am going to press this down real quick. So I have my pressing mat underneath my hoop. Everything is nice. And then I got my little Cricut mini iron, and I am just going to gently press down my fabric pieces. So remember, I have that piece of glue paper, that heat and bond on the back of them, and they've already been pressed to the fabric on the top here, but I haven't glued it down to the pillowcase. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just gently pressing and gluing it down to the pillowcase. That way I don't have to worry about it in the end. In the end, I can just sew it all together and have an adorable pillow. All right, so I have this all trimmed up, it's pressed down, it's all good to go. So now I'm gonna put this back in the embroidery machine. All right, let's run the next step, which is just going to provide some beautiful lines on our flower. cute is that? Oh, I love this, and it feels so nice too. I just absolutely love this. Okay, so for the last step, we're gonna do the text. I'm going to stick with black for that. I'm just gonna install this, and whenever we do that, I am gonna try to make sure that this pillow stays as straight as possible because it is only stuck down using my 505 spray. All right, let's run the last step. Completely done with the embroidery design. Let's take it out, clean it up, and finish up this pillow. It's so pretty. So this is the part I always get worried about because you're all done. It looks so good in the machine, and then you take it out and the other part of the pillowcase is sewn onto the back of it. You know what I mean? Like that's always such a sad feeling when it's like, no, I thought it was so perfect. But this one actually did come out completely perfect. So I'm just gonna clean up some of these little threads. If you've watched my other embroidery videos, you know I kind of swear by my tweezers and my snips. They are the most helpful thing in embroidery. All right, super cute. So now let's just take this out of the hoop. And now from the back, we can just rip off this tearaway. Yeah, rip it off. Feels good. Okay, so there's our pillow. So all we have to do now is sew it together. Look how cute that is. That's adorable. Okay, so I know how to do a pillow. So first thing we want to do is we want to open up our zipper most of the way. Not all of the way, just because you don't want your zipper pulled to somehow get in the seam over here. So just most of the way, just enough to be able to shove the pillow through it later. And then we're going to take our pillow and we're going to flip it right sides together, lining up all three edges. And this is all nice and even. I don't have any wonky lines or anything, so that's perfect. I'm going to use clips. You could also use pins here. And I'm just making sure I get the bottom corners lined up, but mostly I want to make sure I get the top edge lined up. We don't want this top edge to be kind of, twisted. That wouldn't be any good. And then we'll just clip along the edges all the way around. All right, let's go take this to the sewing machine, and we're just going to sew along all three clipped edges at a 1/2 inch seam allowance. I'm using my standard Tex 35 thread and polyester Gutermann thread in the bottom. I always encourage polyester thread. It doesn't break as easily as cotton thread, but whatever thread you have should be fine. And I am using a Microtex 8012 needle. Whatever needle you have should be fine as well. Just make sure you backstitch at the beginning and the end up here so that we don't have any, rips or anything like that. All right, so I have the pillow all sewn together. Let's just flip it right side out. I don't think I actually have a pillow insert for this, so I will have to grab one. But it sure is cute. I could have cut those corners of my pillow down here, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It's a pillow. It doesn't have to have perfectly crisp corners, right? It's just supposed to be snuggly. Let's zip it up. Look how sweet that is. That is such a cute little pillowcase. And this was pretty easy to do. Now, yes, I didn't have all of the tools. I don't have like the sticky, tearaway. I don't have the sticky stuff. But I used what I had. And I think that that's the way to go. Like, even if you don't have heat and bond, maybe you have some heat transfer vinyl. That would work great too. Heat transfer vinyl is a great tool for this type of project. So once again, here's the Bella box with a bunch of the goodies in it, and here's the pillow. Oh my gosh, I am sincerely, sincerely blown away by this. I was not expecting that many goodies and that quality of goodies. You know what I mean? Like, subscription boxes are fun, but a lot of times it's a lot of stuff you already have. I don't really have any of this stuff, so I am so, so excited to play with this some more. If you have the Bella box and there's a specific project you want to see from it, leave it down in the comment section below. Like I said, maybe we can do that portfolio. KimberBell has some other really amazing patterns and kits out there. These kits are usually purchased through your local quilt shop, so make sure you go check out your local quilt shops and see what kind of KimberBell stuff they have. There are online resources as well if you'd like to order online. If there are any other of their designs, like the Halloween light up pillow maybe, leave it down in the comment section if you want to see a tutorial for it, and I will beg. So I think this would be a fantastic birthday, holiday, spoil yourself, treat yourself, gift. I really do. I think that if you were going to give like an ultimate gift to the crafter in your life, like you have a sewist. So for all of you who are not embroiderers and not sewists, but you got someone in your life who is, if you have a sewist, quilter, a bag maker who's been saying they want to try embroidery, but they don't know what to get, the Brother PE800 is a great beginner machine. Get them a KimberBell Bella box. And if you have a little leftover change, maybe grab some of that like sticky interfacing, something like that. That is an ultimate Christmas gift. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. I wish I didn't already have it because I would ask for that for Christmas. It is such a good gift. So I can't wait to see what the next Bella box is. I'm very excited about that. I hope you're having a great day. Have a fantastic rest of your week, guys. Get out there and make something. Bye-bye.